Hello, my dear students. In the last class, we have already discussed about properties and applications of carbon nanotubes. Today, we are going to discuss about quantum size effect. We know nanomaterials and bulk materials are the two major types of particles. They differ from each other according to their size. Moreover, they have different chemical and physical properties. Therefore, they have different applications as well. The key difference between nanomaterials and bulk materials is that nanomaterials have their size in 1 to 100 nanometer range, at least in one dimension, whereas the bulk materials have their size above 100 nanometer in all dimensions. A drastic change in the properties of nanomaterials can be observed when they are break down to the nanoscale level. As we go towards the nanoscale level from the molecular level, the electronic properties of materials get modified due to the quantum size effect. Change in the mechanical, thermal and catalytic properties of the materials can be seen with the increase in surface area to volume ratio at the nanoscale level. Then, what was the reason for strange properties of nanomaterials? Nanomaterials show unique properties at the nanoscale compared to its bulk counterparts. There are two fundamental reasons for this behavior of nanomaterials. These are surface effects and quantum effects. Then, what do you mean by surface effect? For example, if you are given a cube of 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter and asked it to cut into it a million equal pieces, you will end up with 0.1 millimeter into 0.1 millimeter into 0.1 millimeter size cube. If you are able to cut these small cubes without any material loss, we can see that the volume of the all million small cubes and the cube we started with has the same volume. But can we say about the surface area? Here, the volume is same, but the surface area is not same. The surface area of all the small cubes is 100 times more than that of the cube we started with. If we can continue the process, more and more atoms that were previously in the inner structure of the cube has now come to the surface. If it is possible to cut this big cube into a small cube, that is only 1 nanometer into 1 nanometer into 1 nanometer, the surface area would be 10 million more compared to the original cube. For example, here I took a cube of side dimension is equal to 3. Then the surface area is equal to 54 and the volume is equal to 27. Again, I took another cube with side dimension is equal to 2. Then the surface area is equal to 24 and the volume is equal to 3. Again, I took another cube with side dimension is equal to 1. Here the surface area is equal to 6 and the volume is equal to 1. In the first case, the surface area to volume ratio is equal to 2. In the second case, surface area to volume ratio is equal to 3. In the third case, surface area to volume ratio is equal to 6. From this example, it is clear that as the size of the cube is reduced, the surface area to volume ratio increased. That is, nanomaterials have extremely high surface area to volume ratio. This enables the nanomaterial to interact with the environment much intensely compared to bulk material. Interior atoms of a material are more coordinated compared to surface atoms due to more bonds. This results in stable atoms. However, the atoms in the corners and the edges are less saturated due to less coordination and much less stable compared to interior atoms. They are quite reactive. Some nanomaterials show extraordinary catalytic and absorbance activity is a good example for this effect. Another important effect in nanomaterial is quantum effects or quantum confinement. We know in quantum mechanics, a characteristic radius of electron mobility can be defined and called as Bohr exciton radius. An exciton is composed of an electron and a hole. The distance between the electron and the hole within an exciton is called Bohr radius of the exciton. Typical exciton Bohr radius of semiconductor is of a few nanometers. In bulk semiconductors, the exciton can move freely in all directions. Usual bulk semiconductor materials are much bigger than the Bohr exciton radius. Thus, electron mobility is not distributed, or in other words, not confined. Quantum confinement occurs when the particle size of the material is too small to be compared to the Bohr exciton radius, thus confining the electron mobility. When the length of a semiconductor is reduced to the same order as the exciton radius, that is to a few nanometers, quantum confinement effect occurs and the exciton properties are modified. Then what was the result of this effect? That is, the electron holes being squeezed into small particle resulting quantum confinement of the electron hole pairs. This confinement means to confine the motion of randomly moving electron to restrict its motion to specific energy levels. That is, if the particle size decreases till the nanoscale dimension, the confining dimensions makes energy levels where specific that the material band gap increases. That is, due to quantum confinement, band gap increases. Simply, we can say that if the electron and holes are constrained by reducing a particle size into the nanoscale, then significant change of semiconductor properties can be seen. This is a key aspect that has great potential in many emerging electronic applications. The confinement of the electrons means that limiting their movement in a space with the dimensions of their de Broglie wavelength. The consequence of this confinement in space is the condensation of their energy and momentum. In this case, they are subjected to principles of the quantum mechanical motion rather than classical mechanics. The nanometer particle is an assembly of atoms of specific material that has few nanometer dimensions. Because of this microscopic size, the electrons are confined inside the particle. This is the same for the electron in an atom. They are confined and localized in the atomic space. In order to obtain the possible energy levels in the nanoparticle, because of the space confinement, one has to use quantum mechanical laws. That is, one has to solve the Schrödinger wave equation with relevant boundary condition. The motion of electrons in the confined space can be modeled by the motion of a particle in a potential well with infinite walls, that is, particle in a box. The quantum confinement effect is observed when the size of the particle is too small to be comparable to the wavelength of the electron. The word confinement means to confine the motion of randomly moving electron to restrict its motion in a specific energy levels, and quantum reflects the atomic limb of particles. So, as the size of the particle decreases till we reach a nanoscale, the decrease in confining dimensions make the energy level discrete, and this increases or widens up the band gap, and ultimately the band gap energy also increases. In this picture, we can see that as the size of the particle decreases, the band gap between valence band and conduction band increases. That is, the energy band gap increases. The result of quantum confinement is called quantum size effect. This is evidenced by a dramatic change in the electronic and optical properties of the material. For example, a nanoscale wire or circuit component does not necessarily obey Ohm's law. We know Ohm's law is equal to I is equal to V by R. It is a law used to calculate the relationship between voltage, current and resistance in an electrical circuit, where I is the current, V is the voltage and R is the resistance. As the size of the particle is reduced, a drastic change in their properties has been noted. For example, suspension of gold nanoparticles of various sizes. The size difference causes the difference in colors. In this case, a change in color from light blue to pink is noted. Nanocrystals of different sizes absorb UV light and re-emit the energy. The wavelength of emission depends on the size of the nanocrystal. The smaller the crystal, the more energetic the emission. As the size of the cadmium selenide particle increases from 2 nanometer to 8 nanometer, a color change occurs. Today we have discussed about the reason for the strange properties of nanoparticles. These are increase in surface area to volume ratio and quantum confinement. Thank you.